Angel Reese just got suspended by the Chicago Sky after a shocking training meltdown.
Reese acting like a total ass.
Chicago Sky are trash.
She cursed out her coach, threw a full tantrum, and blamed everyone for sabotaging her spotlight. The Sky had no choice but to suspend her to protect the team from more toxicity and pure embarrassment.
Y'all are the jokes of the league, the laughing stock. Y'all can't talk about anybody else's team. This roster is trash. We all coach.
Angel Reese, the so-called Bayou Barbie, the walking billboard, the TikTok queen, the one the media shoved down our throats as the future of women's basketball, just got herself suspended by her own team. Yep, you heard that right. The Chicago Sky suspended Angel Reese after what insiders are calling a full-blown locker room meltdown that would make a toddler jealous.
Angel Reese got completely exposed today, man.
Apparently, Angel completely lost her mind after yet another one of her team's embarrassing blowout losses. She reportedly stormed into the locker room, threw her practice gear across the room, cursed at her teammates, and then went after her coach, Tyler Marsh, like he was the reason she can't hit a layup to save her life. Sources say she accused the coaching staff of sabotaging her so Caitlin Clark could keep stealing the spotlight. Because yeah, in Angel's world, it's never her fault. It's always some conspiracy cooked up by the people actually trying to save her sinking career.
And as you can imagine, Caitlin Clark is leading the All-Star vote.
The jealousy is oozing out at this point. Caitlin Clark's name is everywhere. On TV, in the headlines, leading the All-Star voting, torching the league. And Angel? Well, Angel's out here throwing tantrums and bricks. The so-called next face of the WNBA has turned herself into the league's biggest joke. And trust me, it's not even close. From missed layups to social media meltdowns, it's all crashing down for Miss Barbie. And let's be real, this isn't just about Angel. The whole Chicago Sky organization is falling apart in ways I didn't even think were possible. This team is 3 wins and 9 losses deep into one of the worst starts the WNBA has ever seen. Fans are calling them unwatchable, a complete embarrassment, the laughingstock of professional basketball. And honestly, they're right.
The Chicago Sky are one of the worst basketball teams I've ever seen.
Let's talk numbers because they're ugly. First up, the Indiana Fever absolutely humiliated the Sky on national television. Final score? 93-58. Caitlin Clark's squad embarrassed them so badly, people were switching channels to watch paint dry, more entertaining than the Sky's performance. Then came the New York Liberty, another disaster. The Sky lost 99-74, exposing every single weakness they have, which is basically everything. And if that wasn't enough, the Phoenix Mercury finished them off in style. The Sky were down 31-8 after the first quarter. By the third quarter, Coach Tyler Marsh couldn't take it anymore. He benched the entire starting lineup to prevent further embarrassment. Imagine your coach waving the white flag mid-game because watching you play hurts more than the scoreboard.
Angel Reese hits a 3, starts to get in a rhythm. One shot. So what does Tyler do? He benched her and Cardoso.
Their defense, it's practically non-existent. Chicago holds the worst defensive rating in the entire league at 113.6. They're giving up nearly 95 points a game and letting opponents shoot over 45% from three-point range. At this point, I could probably drop 10 points on them, and I haven't touched a basketball since middle school.
Put up a 3, one of the ugliest shots you've ever seen in your life.
Offense, forget about it. The chemistry is so bad they look like they met each other in the parking lot 5 minutes before tip-off. And turnovers? 19 per game. That's not basketball. That's chaos disguised as professional sports. But somehow, Angel Reese is still the main event in this circus. The woman averaging just 9.1 points per game with a tragic 30.9% shooting percentage. You heard me, 30.9%. That ranks her 63rd out of 64 qualified players. But sure, she's the future of the league. Future of what? Missed layups? Viral bloopers? Meme compilations? Her rebounding? Overhyped beyond belief. The only reason she got any attention for rebounds in the first place was because most of them came off her own missed shots. One-woman basketball drill out here, throwing bricks, then running for her own rebounds like nobody notices. We see you, Angel.
Get your rebounds. So your rebounds go down because no missed shots, no rebounds, man.
Her latest performance against the Mercury was the cherry on top of this train wreck. 1 shot attempted, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 9 points, and most of those came from free throws. Fans called it a triple single disaster, and honestly, that's being generous. Meanwhile, the league keeps plastering her face everywhere. Interviews, podcasts, TikToks, brand deals. But when it's game time, she's getting cooked on the court like Sunday dinner. The internet's roasting her harder than the opposing teams. The missed layup queen montage is everywhere. Social media's flooded with memes, bloopers, and hashtags like Bench Barbie because fans are finally seeing through the hype.
Their coach literally just waved the white flag.
Critics, they're having a field day. They're calling her the most overhyped, underskilled player in WNBA history. Her influencer lifestyles officially overshadowed her actual game, which, let's be real, didn't need much help crashing and burning. And fans, they're openly questioning if she even belongs in the league at all. Harsh? Maybe. Deserved? Absolutely. Let's talk about the numbers that are making Angel Reese lose sleep at night. Caitlin Clark, the same player Angel can't stop side-eyeing, is out here casually running the league. Clark's all-star numbers? 516,000 plus fan votes. You heard that right, over 500,000 people showing up for her, while Angel can't even get her own followers to click a free button. Clark is tripling Reese's total votes like it's light work.
Chicago Sky is more like Chicago, why are you on TV? Like, they're embarrassment, bro.
And this isn't some one-time fluke either. Last year, Caitlin Clark dominated the fan voting too, nearly touching 700,000 votes by the time the period ended in 2024. That's 2 straight years of Clark turning the WNBA into her personal playground, while Angel can't even secure a spot in the top 10. Imagine being the self-declared face of the league and coming in 13th place in votes. You can't make this stuff up.
This is horrible. Chicago Sky is an embarrassment, bro. The WNBA definitely screwed up having this game as a national title.
The so-called future of women's basketball, Angel Reese, with all her billboards, interviews, and TikToks, barely managed 173,000 votes. That's it. That's all the hype could buy her. Meanwhile, actual basketball players like Aaliyah Boston racked up over 447,000 votes. Kiki Arifan, a rookie, fresh off the bus, collected 213,500 votes with a real double-double average. Even Lexi Hull slid past Angel with 217,000 votes. And none of these women needed viral meltdowns, reality show antics, or influencer gimmicks to earn their place. They did it the old-fashioned way, by actually playing basketball. The humiliation doesn't stop there. Caitlin Clark, who is nearly half a foot shorter than Angel Reese, holds a better block percentage. A guard, a shooter, the one supposedly not built for defense, is protecting the rim better than the 6'3" Barbie of the WNBA. It's pure comedy at this point. But when your game revolves around chasing your own rebounds and posing for photos, you can't exactly expect to dominate defensively.
WNBA decided to post this 3-pointer from Angel Reese on their page, and they got destroyed over it.
The locker room meltdown that got Angel suspended, it wasn't just about missed shots and bad games. Sources say Reese completely lost her mind during training camp after seeing Clark's all-star vote numbers plastered everywhere. She allegedly accused Coach Tyler Marsh of favoring other players, and even pulled the "they only want blonde saviors" card to justify her downfall. That tantrum, the screaming, the accusations, the disrespect, that was the final straw. The Chicago Sky had no choice but to suspend her for insubordination and unprofessional behavior. The meltdown wasn't a one-off. It's been brewing for months.
Sky, if y'all was down by 30, y'all stink. Y'all are the jokes of the league, the laughing stock. Y'all can't talk about anybody else's team. This roster is trash. Y'all coach might be trash.
Now let's really roast these numbers because they're worse than bad. Angel Reese is shooting 30.9% from the field, one of the worst in the entire WNBA. Fans are actually joking she should switch to pickleball. Maybe she'd hit something on that court. It's gotten so bad that her rebounds, the one thing she used to brag about, are now exposing her more than helping. In one game, she snagged 12 rebounds, but 8 of those were off her own missed shots. She's basically playing catch with herself while the scoreboard burns behind her. The Chicago Sky suspending Angel wasn't about one bad day. It was the buildup of jealousy-fueled rants, poor performance, and her refusal to face the hard truth. Her breakout sophomore season? A PR disaster. The locker room is fractured. Fans are done with the hype. They're chanting for Kennedy Carter's return, demanding trades, begging to bench Reese permanently. And with the team imploding, Coach Marsh under fire, and Reese fully exposed as more influencer than athlete, it's clear the WNBA's future face dream is over. Until she stops talking and starts playing, Angel Reese will stay exactly where she is. The league's biggest hype job punchline, suspended and watching the world pass her by. Who knows what mess comes next, but if you want the real breakdowns, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned.